Those first 2 weeks that we were dating, wow, bliss, amazing. I felt like, wow, this is what I want. This is what I want.
Love bombing.
That dream man that I had.
Wow. That fool caught red-handed. Telling her all the lies straight to her face though, right? All straight to her face.
This is the ideal scenario. This means that this man had to go home, Google my place of work, figure out my name, my first name, my last name, find my socials. I know it's not that hard in today's day and age, but if he wanted to, he would. And he wanted to, and he did. I get an Instagram DM from his Instagram account being like, hey, we've been getting texts on, let's call him Joe. We've been getting some texts from you on Joe's phone, and we just wanted to let you know that he got in a horrible car accident Saturday night after the wedding and is on life support.
Why are men this diabolical? I don't know. It's like everybody has the ability to be deceptive, but men really take the cake. Men really take the cake. I've seen far too many instances, far too many examples of like the most devious activities for men, all in the name of cheating, pretty much. Like just all in the name of cheating. You know, it's not like they're doing it to protect somebody or they're doing it to, you know, like save a country or like nothing in the movies. Like they're just doing it so they could fuck other women. It's pretty disgusting and disturbing.
Story time about my ex-boyfriend. Okay, so I met this guy in March at Drama. Okay, get out the club looking for love. If you met the boy at Drama, my girl, you chopped it screwed. We started dating end of July. Those first 2 weeks that we were dating, wow, bliss, amazing. I felt like, wow, this is what I want. This is what I want.
Love bombing. Love bombing.
Like, hello. We need to give my ex-boyfriend a name. We'll call him Julio. Immediately after those 2 weeks were over, the beginning of the end. So it was the first Thursday of August. Julio and his friends have a section at Drama for DB and Coco. So we're there at the section. And then Julio and I have a mutual friend. We'll call him Angel. I'm actually being really funny with these names. You guys just don't know. But Angel sees me with Julio at the club. And he's like, okay. And immediately he's like, Lee, I need to speak to you. I need to speak to you. Angel and I weren't close friends. Angel and I literally had hung out once before. And that was with a whole bunch of our friends the first Thursday in March that I met Julio. The whole night, Angel's like, I need to speak to you. And the whole night I'm like, speak. And he's like, no, when are you going to be on campus? There's no speaking to me on upper campus. Speak to me now. I was like, no. He's like, no, I'll even give you my number. And then you can text me when you're on campus, bro, but we need to speak. Then finally, towards the end of the night when Drama was closing, then I'm like, bro, just speak. Please just speak. And then he's like, I know Julio, okay? And I know his friends. And he is going to cheat on you if he hasn't already. And I'm like, what do you mean he's going to cheat on me? Like, what? I'm discombobulated. I'm caught off guard again. This is my dream man. This is the man that's buying me sushi, taking me out on dates, buying me flowers. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean he's going to cheat on me? So he's like, bro, you have to pinky promise me you're not going to say anything to Julio. I see a pinky promise, but one thing about me, as soon as our fingers like disconnected, I beeline it to Julio. I'm like, hey, winner. So there was 3 different reasons that Julio gave me to like disarm me from believing Angel. The first one was Angel and I are not friends. Okay, Julio had a brand with his friends of skull caps, and he said no. Angel and I only know each other through that brand. Angel is not my friend. Angel is my other nigga's friends, but he's not my friend. So he wouldn't know what I'm doing. So if I am cheating on you, or if I would cheat on you, he wouldn't know that. That was reason number 1. Reason number 2 is Angel and myself, we were not friends, okay? We had mutual friends. We had hung out once before, as I said, but we were not friends, he and I. So Julio was like, why would Angel care about what happens to you if you guys are not friends? And then number 3.
See, this is what I always like have to clock about men. So in one breath, it's not all men, right? Like, here's what I'm saying. If women say all men are dogs, right? the men would say, not all men. Not all men are like that. Some men are honest. Some men are genuine. Some men, okay, cool. Angel would be a part of the not all men group, correct? Cool. Hear me out. But then the angels of the world get ostracized by the men who claim it's not all men. You see what I mean? Like they are, it's like, well, why would you stand up for a woman? You're not even fucking. And then some men are like, I don't need to be sleeping with a woman to, to want to protect her or not want to see her harmed or care about her well-being. I just genuinely care about people no matter what, men and women. Oh no, I can't believe that, because why? Why? Finish your statement. Oh, because I mean, what man would care about a woman he not fucking? Exactly. Exactly. Men don't care about women that they not fucking. Exactly. So can everybody just say that men ain't shit? Without y'all interrupting us? Jesus Christ.
It was Julio had a friend, another friend, Willie. He is also very important to the story, and Willie is not his name, but again, I'm being very funny with these names, so you can kind of figure it out. But Willie, he had a girl, right, who was Angel's friend, very, very close friend. And my boyfriend, Julio, realized that Willie's girl was messing around with other men and then snitched on the girl to Willie. So then Julio is telling me, no, the only reason that Angel is telling you this is because that girl that Willie was seeing sent Angel to come to you and try ruin our relationship. Okay? Are you following? I hope you're following, because it's a lot, okay? So I'm like, maybe he's right. So I forget about it. I'm like, okay, he's probably right. Fine. Sharp. That was the first red flag. The second red flag came, I think that's...
Remember how I did a story the other day where something about like the evil eye and like how women, with the whole like women is having a boyfriend embarrassing, and like women were saying that they didn't want to share like pictures or like come out and publicly acknowledge that they had a boyfriend because they were afraid of the evil eye, and like women hating on them and da 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 da. This is a version of the evil eye, because the evil eye may be true. Listen to what I'm saying. The evil eye may be a real thing. I can see people being jealous. I can see people hating. Yes, I've been a victim of it to some extent. But for the most part, to me, the evil eye is just women looking out for other women and telling women like, he ain't shit, girl. He ain't shit, girl. Like, and maybe he isn't shit, or I mean, maybe he is not shit. You know what I mean? Like maybe he's not a bad guy. But to be honest with you, even if the woman don't know the man, she's probably right. You see what I'm saying? Like that's how messed up men are. So it's like you don't even have to know a man to just be like, it's a man, he ain't shit, and you're probably right 70% of the time. You dig what I mean? Like that's the evil eye in I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Women can answer this question better than I can. I don't know. But I don't believe that there is a strong, like a huge group of women that are trying to tear you and your man apart, like for no fucking reason. I don't believe that, but I could be wrong about that. But me as a man, I'm saying I haven't seen that. Like, well, I'm sorry. I haven't seen it, like be like a large group. I'm saying, but I've seen it before. Again, I've been a victim of it. I've had women lie, just flat out say like, oh, he did this. Like started like a rumor about me. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, why? I've never known anybody to like say that they like, like a man slept with them and he didn't sleep with them. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Like I had a woman say that and I was like, what? Like, I never would have expected that. I would maybe like, oh, he tried to get my number or he was flirting with me. Okay, I can see that. But like to say a man, I was like, no, that was crazy. And then she admitted, she was like, yeah, well, I never said, like, you never slept with me. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I was there. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, so I've seen it before, but it ain't regular. It ain't like a bunch of fucking women out here trying to sleep with, trying to like tear women apart from their men, as far as I know. The only time that I see it really, I can really see it happening a lot is when the man, like, kind of, like if a man is like going, like if he a goer, he'll flirt with a lot of women and then he'll create like a market for himself, so to speak, where women want him now because he's like giving them signals like he's open to it. And then maybe they'll try to tear him. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll try to tear him apart. But if you keep your head down and mind your business, like ain't nobody trying to break me and my wife up. You know what I mean? Like I noticed that a long time ago. Like not flirting with women and not giving women signals and like making it very clear, like, no. I have a girlfriend, I have a wife, I love her or whatever. 99% of women just shut the fuck down. They don't even like pursue it. Even if they like tried to flirt for a little bit, they just shut the fuck down.
Same week, that dream man that I had on this date, right? I can't remember what we were speaking about. Hi guys, it's Editing Lee here trying to clear some things up. So basically we were having a conversation at dinner about something that I needed him to check on his WhatsApp in order to confirm or in order to check. And when he searched the specific thing, you know, in the WhatsApp search bar, I saw a conversation that he was having with his friend Willie. I tapped on the message just trying to understand the conversation because it was about me. Now we're like this, and he's next to me. Then I'm holding the phone with my one hand, he's holding it with the other. I grabbed the phone. I turned to the side because I saw a text at the top and I'm like, what is this? I scroll up. When I scroll up, I see a picture of the UCT cheerleaders. Mind you, this nigga didn't even go to UCT. And Willie's girl was a UCT cheerleader as well. My boyfriend texted, zoomed in picture onto this one girl to his friend and was like, tell your girl that this girl might be my soulmate. I'm there at the restaurant. I'm like, I go home, and then at first I was quiet. I didn't say anything. Then around 2 a.m., my paragraphs. His explanation was very simple. It was, I didn't mean it. That girl is colored, and I don't like colored girls. And Willie knows that. That's what he has to say. That's what he has to say. Sharp. We actually need to name this girl, which is already a bad sign that I need to name her. But we'll call her Cece. We move on, right? He apologizes. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I need to be more intentional with my words. It genuinely was a joke. I didn't mean anything by it. Sharp. Fast forward then to September, mid-September, right? It's a Saturday. I wake up at like 8 in the morning on Saturday. I'm like, wow, I'm that girl. Because one thing about me, I can wake up at 12 p.m. I wake up and I see that Julio texted me. He's like, hey baby, so I removed you as a follower and I unfollowed you. Not because I'm mad at anything, because I think we might have gotten into a bit of a disagreement the day before, as per usual. But he's like, not because I'm mad at you or anything, but because niggas are doing bullshit. I also saw that Willie had requested to follow me on my main. So I'm like, maybe that's what they were doing. Maybe they just wanted to, like, I don't know, mess with him and like, oh, I'm gonna find your girl. I'm gonna steal girl. Something like that. That's what I'm thinking. Because you know, men are like that. Boys are like that. I don't know what men are like. Boys are like that. 15-20 minutes later, I get 4 photos from an unknown number. I immediately go check, and then the message comes a little bit afterwards and it's like, good luck with this Rico. I said, am I the United States? Am I the federal government? What do you mean? It was basically 4 pictures of my man just overly going.
Let me read this. It says, I miss you. No, I can't even read that. It's too small for me. But apparently this is him texting somebody. Damn. Got his ass. Oh, man. Got his ass. Wow. Like, what the fuck? This shit, man. The deviousness. He don't even like this woman. He don't even like this woman. I'm not talking about the woman that he don't like any of these women, but yeah, man. Wow. That fool caught red-handed. Telling her all the lies straight to her face, though, right? All straight to her face. Without batting an eye, coming up with lie after lie after lie. And this is why women be like, yeah, I don't trust y'all. I can't even blame them.
Grab a snack, grab a drink, get cozy. This story is absolutely insane. This happened a little over a year and a half ago. This guy comes into my place of work. For privacy reasons, I am not going to share where I was working or why he was there. But he was around my age, very cute, and there's definitely a flirty vibe going on. Now, I am a professional, so I'm not going to make a move at my place of work, but there was definitely a vibe going on there. So he leaves, and of course I'm like, that's probably the last time I'll ever see that man again. I'll miss him. Then the next day, I get a follow request on Instagram from him. This is the ideal scenario. This means that this man had to go home, Google my place of work, figure out my name, my first name, my last name, find my socials. I know it's not that hard in today's day and age, but if he wanted to, he would. And he wanted to, and he did. He sends me a message on Instagram and we start DMing back and forth. This is just the best case scenario. So after texting for a couple days, he sets up a date and we go on our date and it's really fun. He is in school to be a pilot, really seems to have his life together, which is not something I typically find in men. Everything was just easy with him. The conversation, I wasn't constantly thinking like, okay, when is this gonna end? How do I leave? It just all felt really natural. So we go.
Hey, I'm so cynical at this point. Like any man, because every man that I know that has his life together either had a woman for a long time that helped him establish that life or has a woman. But most of them have women though. Like because I know men that had their life together and then they lost the woman and now their life isn't, I mean, it's decent, but it's not like it used to be. It's definitely not like it used to be. So I don't know. It's kind of like a low key red flag. I ain't gonna even hold you. Like a single man, like he has his life together, and it's like, oh, you don't have a woman? Because you know, men don't get their life together unless they have a woman. It's weird. That's the day and age we're in. That's how terrible men are.
And how do I leave? It just all felt really natural. So we go on 2 or 3 more dates after that. And not to make you mad, but I kind of decide I want to end things with this guy. Even though he checks a lot of my boxes, he's not funny. And I don't know about y'all, but humor is such a big thing for me. Making sure we have the same banter. He gets my jokes.
Valid reason to not have a relationship with the person. Very valid reason. I ain't gonna even, very, very valid. My wife and I find my wife to be extremely funny. She thinks I'm extremely funny. From literally like day one, we both she thought I was funny. I thought she was funny from day one. I couldn't imagine being in a relationship with a woman that I didn't find funny and they didn't find me funny. That's not even something that I even thought about before, but like, you know what I mean? Because I've never experienced it before. I've never been with a woman that didn't think I was funny. You know, that to my knowledge, if they didn't, then they didn't tell me. But and every woman that I've like genuinely liked, they all were funny to me. So maybe I'm just taking it for granted. So I couldn't imagine like being, you know what I mean? Like I met women that I probably found they weren't really that funny, but it never was really serious. So it wasn't something that I thought about. But yeah, that would be crazy.
And he also can make me laugh, and that just wasn't happening. I sent him a text and I'm like, hey, I've really enjoyed getting to know you. This has been a great time, but I just don't think I see this working out long term. And he responds and is very, very nice in his response, saying, I've also really enjoyed getting to know you. Please let me know if you ever need anything. If you ever change your mind, the door's always open. I'm like, okay, that's really nice. And I tell him, you know what, like, I'm totally fine if you just want to be friends. And he's like, yeah, actually, I'm totally fine with that as well. So we continue to text, we talk on the phone after work sometimes, and just kind of start building a good friendship. So after some more consideration, I'm like, okay, you know what? Maybe I just need to give this guy a chance. Like, maybe we can overlook the humor because he checks all these other boxes, and I normally go for very toxic men, and he doesn't seem very toxic. I send him a text, and I'm like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? He tells me that he has a wedding on Saturday, but he's free Sunday. So I'm like, okay, what if we go grab some day drinks and kind of hang out? He is totally down. We keep texting the entire week. He goes to the wedding on Saturday and we're texting the entire day that he's at this wedding. He's telling me he's drinking, he's having a lot of fun. And the last text I get from him was at like 1 a.m. and it was very clear that he was drunk. And the next day, I didn't hear from him, which was very weird considering we've been communicating very consistently. So the next day at around 9 p.m., I texted him and said, are you alive? Just meaning like you had a long night, you're probably very hungover, like how are you feeling? I don't hear anything. The next morning when I still hadn't heard anything, I texted him being like, listen, if you're gonna ghost me, just at least let me know that you didn't die in a car wreck last night. Let me know you're alive and well, then we never have to speak again. I still don't hear from him. So I block his number. The next day, I get an Instagram DM from his Instagram account, being like, hey, we've been getting texts on, let's call him Joe. We've been getting some texts from you on Joe's phone, and we just wanted to let you know that he got in a horrible car accident Saturday night after the wedding and is on life support. I start freaking out because literally the last text I sent to him was like, please let me know you didn't die in a car wreck. I respond to the message and I'm like, I am so sorry. Please let me know if there's anything I can do. Like, can I bring up flowers to the hospital? And they're like, no, out of respect for Joe, we're not allowing any visitors. I'm like, totally understand. So I unblock his number and continue getting updates on how he's doing. The weird thing was his texts sounded a lot like him. I was trying not to read into it too much. Then I told my friends, and my friend was like, let's do a background check because if he got in a drunk car accident Saturday night, that will show up on his record. So she does a background check on him and there is no record of a car accident or anything of the sorts. Very strange, but what am I gonna do? Text him and be like, I know you're lying. Through the background check, we figured out some of his family members' names. I look up some of his family members on social media and there is no sign of this man being on the hospital, being on life support. Please pray for our family, a GoFundMe, just, you know, anything like that. I get a text update telling me Joe is doing great. He got taken off life support today. They're gonna let us go home tomorrow. And I just respond being like, that's so amazing. Thank you for the update. Mother's Day rolls around. Like, okay. If this is true, there's no way that mom is not going to make a post on Mother's Day saying, my baby boy is coming home, the best Mother's Day ever. Thank you for all the prayers, just something. So I go to his mom's Facebook and she has posted a family photo. You know who's in that family photo? Joe. Smiling ear to ear, no injuries anywhere to be seen on this man. And it gets better. You know who's standing next to him? His girlfriend. So of course, I click on the girlfriend's name, stalk her Facebook, her Instagram, all the things. She has been dating Joe for the past 4 years. They have been in a relationship for 4 years. Sorry, I just had to say that twice. I, of course, immediately confront Joe. I text him and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Blocks me on everything. And I never hear from him again. Absolutely insane. First of all, they've been together for 4 years and there is no sign of her anywhere on his social media. Second of all, if you're gonna cheat on your girlfriend, just ghost me. Like, I didn't need this entire fake story about you almost dying. It definitely put me through quite the emotional roller coaster.
Like, why? It's just crazy. It's just wild. It's just wild. That's it. I don't understand it. But what was his end game? Like, was he hoping to, like, I mean, he was trying to sleep with her eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like, going out on dates and stuff like that. I don't get it. I just don't understand. I don't understand, like, what was he doing? What was he doing? It's so crazy. But it's to be expected. Sadly, there were so many, like, instances of her ignoring her gut and her, you know, and all that stuff. But again, this is why I be saying that's why I don't like the, like, oh, you should have known better, and da, 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 because it's like some of the things you can't rationalize some of the stuff that's happening. Like, you can't assume, like, the worst, because I think that how we're socially conditioned, especially women, they're just not conditioned to believe that men are that diabolical. You know what I mean? They're just not. They learn it over time. They may accept it from, you know, the many countless stories of other women, but they're not socialized to believe that men are fucking just demons. So she's like, stuff happens. She's like, nah, he wouldn't lie about getting into a car accident, would he? You know, like, you're just not thinking like that. So yeah, I don't blame her at all, but man, that is fucking nuts. And if women actually did go with their first gut, like the first thing, him not being funny, right? If women really did that, I'm telling y'all, dude, men would not have a shot at women. That's why I be shutting the fuck up. Like me personally, like I don't want my wife to leave me, so I don't do the whole like you need to leave when if your man don't do it. Like let me go on and shut the fuck up. I ain't gonna do that. But what I'm definitely not about to judge a woman for giving a man a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not that guy. I think that that's crazy. I hate when men do that. I'm like, how many chances did you need with your woman? How many times did you fail your woman before, you know what I mean? Before you got it together, if you got it together, right? So shut the fuck up. Like stop blaming women for this. The men aren't wired all the way tightly. We're not wrapped up tight enough.